Okay, guys, I look like shit right now uh, because I just am still in my pajamas and I don't want to record my face. I do think it's important that you look people in the eye when you're making these types of video, but it's not like I haven't done that in the past. But not today, guys. Anyway, I really cannot believe what is going on in the world right now. So I've been posting, and people that are friends with me on social media, I've been relentlessly posting, and it's important, but it's not. But here goes. What's going on in the world today? What are these things in the sky? So I stayed at a friend's house for 12 days, and I took care of her pet and home. She was on her honeymoon and wedding and in another country. So I stayed at the house. I had to walk the dog 3 to 4 times a day. She's an older dog. And from the very first night that I got there, I had no idea what was going on with these things in the sky, which I do not believe are drones. Um, I believe that they're government craft. And I gotta watch what I say. This video is for make pretend, informational, fun, and entertainment purposes only. So again, when I first got there, I didn't know anything about that people were reporting this all over the place. Just for the record, I was in New Jersey. I was in South Jersey. And I was seeing these things everywhere. I knew there weren't planes. I knew they were on helicopters. They had these very low flying, they were very low flying, and they were blinking lights. And listen, I could care less about what's in the sky at this point. I already know that there's shit going on. I think they're interdimensionals. I don't think they're aliens. If you watch my videos, you know that. But I also think that the government is going to roll out Project Blue Beamer. And I gotta be careful what I say. So I think that this is what's going on. The fact that the mainstream Mockingbird media is putting it out there tells you a lot. Okay? So anyway, I digress. I was seeing these things. I started videoing them. Had no idea that other people were posting, and within 48 hours it had already blown up, and I had a collection of videos that I started posting on TikTok. Okay? So anyway, started posting on TikTok. I recorded someone else's video because someone posted a video of them spraying the skies. That got taken down, and I got a strike on TikTok. Okay, why do I think this is important? I think we need to pay attention to this, in that this place is probably going down. We're probably going to be reset very soon. But pay attention, okay? Get your popcorn out. I think what they're going to do is they're pretending they don't know what's happening, okay? Because they are going to play dumb, act like there's nothing they can do about it, and that they don't know what it is. Because then later, when they roll out the Blue Beamer project, they're going to say, oh yeah, they were from the mothership. Lo and behold, a week later, they're saying it's from an Iranian mothership. So, I mean, you can't make this shit up if you wanted to, okay? Apparently, people are trying to shoot these things down. While I don't recommend it, I totally get it at the same time. Okay, you got something flying over your house. I had one where it rained for like 2 or 3 days, and the sky was really nasty gray at one of the times, and I was walking up the front driveway, and there was one probably only about 40 feet above my friend's house as I was walking in the door, and it was hovering there. And yeah, I felt like it was looking at me. I did. Okay. Apparently a guy in Florida shot one down, got hauled off to prison. The fact that he was even able to shoot it down is a miracle. And again, I think this is the G's doing this. You know what I'm saying? The cult of El, the cult of the Elohim that Cliff High calls them. And again, I don't agree with everything Cliff High says, but I think that's a perfect name for them. The cult of the Nephilim, whatever you want to call them. These, there's different fractions. The government's one of them, and I think that they're doing this because they're going to roll out Blue Beamer, and yeah, this is what I think is happening. And I started seeing them in Philly where I live. I believe I was hearing them in Philly before I went to stay at my friend's house, very low over my home. It's a little bit harder to see them in Philly. Lots of buildings, lots of high buildings, lots of people, a little bit harder. Jersey was off the hook. I'm telling you, I must have seen hundreds of them in a very short period of time. I don't know that this video is going to even stay up, so I'm going to give it a go, and let me know what you guys think. It's really funny because this amazed me. A guy that I'm friends with, and he's also from Jersey. I've lived in both Jersey and Philly. I was born in South Philly. I lived in Jersey for 18 years. When I was a kid and 10 years old, my father got remarried and bought a home in Jersey. So I'm Jersey/Philly girl. And this guy that I met through mutual friends and was at a conference with, Robert Earl White, Robert Orassi, but he is from an area in New Jersey that I'm very familiar with and that I sold homes in. And he put a post up about it and showed a video of people shooting at these things. So, I commented, because I didn't only see drones. I saw what I believe are plasma beings, okay? That's what people are calling them. Also, if you go to Minutes of Horrors videos, he has a lot of videos about drones and plasma beings. You should watch those. And they're like orbs, but they kind of move and become misshapen. And at first, you look at them, you think it's just another drone, but then you realize. So, anyway, people are seeing both. They're seeing these plasma beings and these drones, whatever you want to call them. I think they're just government craft trying to scare us, CGI or not. But anyway, the guy, Robert Orassi, made a post about the drones, put it on Facebook, and I commented exactly what I just spoke about in this video, how I saw hundreds of them in Jersey and also saw plasma beings, whatever. And I kid you not, at least 4 people basically told me I was a liar, and then I'm schizophrenic, and then I'm smoking weed, and I wish I had what you were, like, imagine in this day and age where probably millions of people have recorded these things over the last couple weeks. It's on the mainstream news, okay? Everyone's talking about it, but I actually still have people calling me a liar. That is fucking so entertaining and so hilarious to me. Like, I was actually entertained by it. And I wrote that in the post. And I basically said, why are you even on this thread at all? I called one guy Mr. Cognitive Dissonance Man. And I even used the word sheeple, which I don't like to use anymore. But I mean, at this point, are you kidding me, dude? Like, I mean, it's actually hilarious that people would even. But anyway, I don't care. I just thought it was pretty entertaining. Uh, Again, why even comment on somebody like Robert's post at all when all of his posts are about these kinds of things? And in fact, his mother witnessed a so-called alien crash, which I think they're demons and interdimensionals. I don't think they're aliens. And he has a whole story. And in fact, Elena Danaan, after going to her conference, she was trying to discredit him, and there was a whole big thing, and he just went through hell, this guy. And just very quickly, to get off topic real quick, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Elena Danaan, but I think I may have spoken about her before in one of my videos. She's unique in that she has this ability to put spells, black magic spells, on men. And they will defend her till like their last dying breath. It's the most insane thing I've ever seen. And I've watched it happen, and I've seen it happen with male friends of mine. Okay? But women, especially women who have pretty good discernment skills, are able to see her for what she is. And some men. I know Tony Sayers did a video about her. But what I found fascinating was when I looked at her, I saw the same thing that other people and Tony Sayers saw, which was I saw the reptilian in her, like, kind of coming forward when she speaks. She's a big disinfo agent. She's one of those, the Galactics are all coming to save us, and the Council of Galactic Federation, whatever the fuck bullshit. And so the other thing that I saw in her, which every now and again I have to pat myself on the back for my own discernment skills, I saw this sort of like, almost like Lord of the Rings elven energy. I saw like a mixture of a reptilian and a Nephilim elven bloodline. Okay? Hold that thought. About, I don't know, 6 months later, maybe less, I started reading Gary Wayne's work. Now, Gary Wayne is a Christian, but never throw the baby out with the water. He has fascinating work and research about the Nephilim bloodlines. So I read his book, and then I've listened to his videos, and all of a sudden, it hit me. He started talking about this Danaan, which is her last name, Lord of the Rings type elven Nephilim bloodline. And I'm like, oh my God, that's what she is. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Because sometimes when you have something that it's right there, but you can't put your finger on it, and you put it on your back burner, and then it could be a year later, 2 years later, whatever, the information will come to you. I do believe that's happened to me many times, including with experiences that I've had with little memories about programs, government programs, and then it was revealed to me later that I was correct in my responses to certain things. But anyway, I'm going to end this video now. So what do you think? Are they going to roll out that little project? Or do you think it's something else? The other theory is that they want us to think it's fake, and that's a psyop within a psyop, and they are going to bring out these interdimensional beings. Either way, I'm not going on any ship, and I'm not going along with any mainstream government. You must do this. Because, if I go down, I go down fighting. Probably going to get this video taken down. Have a good day, guys.